Hey team, just coming to you live here from RKL headquarters, and I wanted to take a minute to unpack this gorgeous cover by Sami Kivela and explain to you why it encapsulates everything we're trying to do with Everfrost and why hopefully all of that makes you want to pre-order our comic. So we're coming out June 2nd through Black Mask Studios. Sami Kivela and I co-creating yet another slice of insanity. We've got Lauren Aff on colors, Jim Campbell on colors, and Dan Hill editing me. And Everfrost is this very big sci-fi story of snow and weirdness and isolation and loss and heartbreak. And looking at this cover, Sammy nails all of that in one go. We get that cold blue coming through. It's a snow planet, but it's also about frozen emotions over time. And so you can see here, just sitting back, you get this bleak landscape and this limited color palette. Absolute genius from Sammy, but we've come to expect nothing less. The dude is one of the finest comic artists working today. Now, I love the way he's got, he did the logo treatment up the top, and I love that fracturing of Everfrost that just builds the scene and the tone of what we're looking at with the story. And then we get Van striking a pose. She's our leading character, and she is um, a really strong hook on which to carry this story. She is a phenomenal character, and Sammy brings every character to life so well. And you can see here, you get a sense of her. She's got this giant sword slicing across. She's looking up and off towards something. She is forward facing. She's determined and driven. And I think you see everything you need about her right here on the cover. Whereas we haven't talked much about this little thing. This is 8, and you're going to meet a lot of 8 in the first issue. Intriguing, a real joy to not just write, but create and really think what would go into it. Had a lot of fun with 8. Now, there you go. You have the foreground popping out, and Sammy puts that in the real sort of like high def detail coming out at you. But I love that I've been getting messages from people saying, "Oh, I actually took a few days and then looked at the background and seeing what people could come up." And that's where Sammy's showing you like there's a world around Van. She's separate from it. She's not separate from 8 though, and that's very true. But everything else is sort of like this barrier around her. It's else, and you'll see why in the story. But if you look back here, we've got you know some pretty freaky looking characters there. I love this little thing, just like glowing in the background. Like you'll learn a lot about this thing. I won't spoil too much now within the first few pages. And then over here, we've got, a flock of dragons. I'm sure there's a better collective name of flock, but we'll check it out. And this person here, Ranvik, you'll meet a lot more of her in the first issue and work out what she's going to do with that axe and what's going on with her story and how it intersects with Van's story and what she has moving forward as she makes a few interesting choices in the first issue. So, looking at that cover, it's genius. It is harrowing to sort of like feel the timber of it come off the screen, and it will come off the page as well. I love what Sammy does. I love co-creating with him. This is our 5th collaboration, and it just gets better. This is the best thing we've ever done, and so we hope you dig this cover. We hope you've enjoyed what Sammy and I have done in the past. If not, this is the perfect place to jump on with our new story, Everfrost through Black Mask Studios. Get your pre-orders in at comic shops now, and we'll launch on June 2nd, and we will see what is happening in this crazy snow planet with these 2 very interesting, very driven, very determined, very fun characters to write. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoy this comic as you enjoy all the good comics you check out. Thank you.